It's the last day of Dia de los Muertos, but before we say goodbye to this spooky season, we're taking you on a haunted hayride of all the scary creations engineers think of this time of year. Disney Imagineer Scott Goddard has turned his yard into a ghostly scene for the past 17 years. In 2019, he had the Fillmore Graves Jack-o'-lantern Farm. This year, it's Hearst Hill Cemetery, haunted by the corpse bride and dead carriage. Goddard is a sculptor who's been credited for reimagineering the Pirates of the Caribbean attraction at Disneyland. He recently sculpted the statue of Walt Disney and Mickey that were unveiled at the Hong Kong Disneyland earlier this month. Thanks to 3D printing, it's made it possible for anyone to engineer their own costume. Even fashion designers like Anouk Wipprecht are taking it to the next level with her latest 3D printed dress that can read your mind. Her new screen dress has screens that measure your cognitive load. When you're overloaded, the pupils dilate and then constrict when you're back to normal, basically showing how stressed out you might be. It was released in September in Austria at the Ars Electronica Festival, Europe's largest art and technology festival. Now, is it really Halloween unless you have that fear factor? Ooh!
We are here at the scene of what people are calling the most gruesome, unexplained chain of events in history of Canton, Ohio.
Factory of Terror is a 3-time Guinness World Record holder for the world's longest walk-through indoor haunted house. They house the perfectly engineered reflective nightmare, the first mirror maze ever used in a haunted house in the U.S. 1,300 Lost Souls is one of the 4 attractions they offer this year, and it has your mind playing tricks, making you wonder if seeing is really believing.
2749!
Minnesota pumpkin farmer Travis Geiger broke the record for the world's heaviest pumpkin. Geiger grew the gigantic gourd with the seeds from its 2,500-pound pumpkin last year. But how do pumpkins like these get so big?
They've discovered this for cucumbers and other kinds of fruits, that if you hang weights from vegetables as they grow, you can actually get them to grow faster. Because when cells divide, they've got to push outside. But if you're already pulling on it, cells don't have to do as much work to sort of, reproduce and push out their cell wall. That's when we discovered that, okay, they're doing this sort of plastic deformation at the bottom of the pumpkin, and that's allowing it to get to these sizes, but also they get sort of deformed as they do that.
How about your favorite Halloween candies? Ever wonder how they're engineered? In giant containers with metal beads, grind cocoa butter and chocolate liqueur to make M&Ms. They shape the chocolate bean-shaped sheets and add the first layer of sugar coat. It's then tumbled with shellac and colors and branded with M before mixing all colors together. 1 billion M&Ms are made every year, enough to circle around the earth 48 times. Snickers was named after a horse. Today, they make $2 billion a year worldwide. Nougat and caramel peanuts are rolled onto each other. A machine slices the candy sandwich into 38 long strips before they're covered in chocolate. Did you know Pop Rocks are made with carbon dioxide? That's what makes them fizzle in your mouth. 7 to 8 packs of these candies have the same carbonation as 1 can of soda. The sugar is melted before mixing it with CO2. When it cools, that gas is trapped inside the candy so that when it melts in your mouth, it's popping. Did you know that there's an urban legend that if you mix Pop Rocks and soda and take a sip, your stomach will explode? We'll let you try that one out on your own, but that's the latest for now here. Thanks for watching the Circuit News TV. We'll see you right here again next week.